Are you someone with a larger chest and are currently struggling with back pain but have no idea how to reduce breast size? Good news, you don't have to worry because I got a great selection of exercises that will change your breast shape and help you to drop cup sizes fast. So let's go ahead and get started in the video. Now our first exercise is a chest opener to close. This exercise is really good for your mobility and posture. But what it also helps you to do is strengthen the muscles underneath the breast region. This helps to give a lifted look to the chest area. So if you want a more shaped breast area, then doing this exercise will allow you to strengthen the pectoral muscles, which will help give off that sculpted appearance. As always, make sure to progress in this exercise because over time you will get stronger. And in order to see more results, I recommend adding things like weights, bands, or just getting creative with your body weight. Instead of doing this exercise standing up, you can also take this to the mat where you'll be able to go into more of a push-up variation. And this exercise can help you to strengthen the chest region so that you can add more strength to the upper body, therefore contributing to strength during push-ups. But some other muscles that are also worked during this motion are the shoulders and the arm muscles. The arm muscles are secondary muscles that are worked during this exercise, but the main muscle that's worked are the shoulders. Since we have to hold our arms up during this movement, you're allowing yourself to have more of an isometric with the shoulder muscles. And although isometrics are not the most effective thing for growing muscle, they still can provide a little bit of a tone to the area. So you'll still notice a change and a transformation in your chest region. But speaking of isometrics and different variations of exercises, our next exercise is going to be a seated chest press. This exercise is very similar to one that you can do on the ground with weights or bands. It's basically the same idea where you're pushing away from the ground and you're just doing it through a seated position. Some tips I have for this exercise is to engage your core for stability and to make sure your hand is at a neutral so that you can work the fiber muscles in the middle part of your chest. When you have your arms at a neutral, it allows you to work in that path of that muscle fiber. In other words, you'll have more emphasis in the middle part of the chest, which is the muscle that's the biggest part of the chest and is responsible for the most growth. While there are secondary muscles that are being worked during this movement, the more primary muscles that are worked are the triceps, the shoulders, and of course, the chest. You may ask, why do we simply not do this on the mat like a regular chest press? Well, my answer to that is I like to add more creativity and variety, and you may notice that you may enjoy this kind of concept too. When we do the same motions over and over and over again, we tend to get very bored, so mixing up our variations and getting more creative with our body weight or simply with weights, bands, whatever, it allows us to keep things fun and exciting. The final exercise I have for you is a sliding chest squeeze. This exercise is only minimal equipment, so it will be used with only your body weight, but when I say minimal equipment, we are going to be taking this to the floor without a mat. I recommend grabbing any type of clothing that allows you to slide on the floor so that you can properly go through this movement and get the most benefit out of this exercise. Just like with my back video, I recommend grabbing any piece of clothing that allows you to slide on the ground. But the proper way to do this exercise or perform this exercise is coming out with the arms and then sliding back in, making sure to squeeze the pectorals. This movement might be hard for some beginners, but remember you can always modify to go on your knees or simply shift your hips back by adding less body weight. This can help you to build up strength so that you can get stronger and so therefore notice more results. You can also experiment with different sets and reps if you wish, but remember you don't have to do a whole lot of volume just to notice some growth or some change in your body. And this specifically applies to beginners because they have things like newbie gains. So you can pretty much do anything and still notice a change in your body, which is still really good for those that are just starting out. And of course, remember, just like the first exercise, we are looking at the stretch in the chest that allows us to have more of an effect with hypertrophy. This overall routine can help you to not only look good, but feel good. Another region that is very close to the chest region is the armpit region. So if you want to reduce bra bulge and reduce the fat in this area, I just uploaded another video on how to do just that. In that video, we're going to go over some exercises on how to reduce the fat, but also tone the surrounding muscles so that area can look better. And you can do all these things with only 7 days to notice a transformation and a change in your body. So why not give it a try? Click that video to start seeing results now.